And we are live. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So what we're going to be doing tonight, as you probably got from the title, is a solitaire version of Band of Brothers campaign. This is a campaign that developed by Hans Mielents back in the Solitaire 1 days. And it's going to basically follow the Band of Brothers books, movies, if you will. So it's going to be 9 missions, of which we're playing the first. Takes place on 6 June. So we do have a nighttime, well, early dawn landing, just as the sun's breaking. The troopers are on the ground, so there's no night rules in effect. And the mission that we're playing is called Take the Highway. Now, basically, the way it works is there is a main supply route, this one here. It's the shortest route, which comes all the way through the map, and we have to clear away all of the suspect counters away from any intersection, because for every suspect, there's going to be some victory points given to the enemy, and obviously if we have the most victory points, we win the scenario. So should be pretty good. Unfortunately, we got kind of dispersed in our setup. We have units down here in the bottom left. We've actually got a squad and a 9-1 of all people. I think that's Winters. No, that's Meehan, Lieutenant Meehan, off the board. So they're going to be able to move 1 hex per turn. And so turn 5, they'll be able to advance on to the actual game. Well, actually, no. This would be 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn 6, advance phase. They'll be able to advance onto the edge of the board. So it's going to be slow going for them. We still have a weapon canister. We don't know what's there yet. And we basically have like a platoon plus on the north and a platoon plus in the south. So, yeah, it's interesting little scenario. So far, we've lost 1 half squad to really bad, unfortunate results, but it is what it is. All right, so we're starting with turn 3. This is the rally phase. So start off with a wind change, as always. First roll of the game, we got boxcars. Yeah. All right, so we do have gust in effect. Now, it doesn't matter because we have shoots on the ground. So right now, this gets flipped to gusts. So let me bring up the gust counter. All right, which way is the wind gonna blow? One will be at the top. So it's gonna be blowing that way. All right, so we have gust coming from, or blowing towards the north. So anything that smoke-wise, obviously we're not going to be able to use. We're going to be having to... Hey, Dave. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Hopefully it's instructive and not too not too rough. All right, so we do have gust, as we said. You know the problem with 6.68 is this tendency to snap to the half hex. See how it's not cooperating properly? You got to find a happy little medium to make a plop onto a hex. That's a failing with Solitaire, or sorry, a Vassal 6.68. You can see we're playing 6.68, and it's a real problem with the map. So I may end up opening this up with an earlier version for later on. All right, so what are we doing here? So we have rallies. I don't think we have anything broken. It's been a week since I played, so I'm actually kind of rusty on this. Now we do have a crew. We have 2 crews that are in need of repair. So let's start with this guy first. Now he needs a 3 because of self-rally. He is in a building, so we'll get the +1, but it'll cancel out the self-rally attempt. All right, so no rally for him. That DM will come off. Now this guy here needs a 7. And wow, we almost bipped him too. We only have a couple of Germans activated right now. It's a half squad. And there's a couple units here in these buildings, which we're going to have to clear out. Luckily, these suspects are on the first level, which means they will not be able to see us until we're adjacent. So I could move into position a little bit easier. I was wrong. Yeah, night rules are in effect. All right, so we do have an NVR of 5. My bad. Which makes sense. I'm not going to land. Yeah, so there it is, NVR 5. So night rules are in effect, eh? Which means these guys all should have been taking string die rolls because they're moving away from a road. Same with this guy here. So I'm going to have to be aware of that in the future. What other things have I missed? EC are moist. Yeah, all right. No wind at start. We have gust now. Enemy ELRs at 2. And the Germans are lax in the mission. Oh, the for the snapping? Yeah, it'll have to take some getting used to do that. Yeah, it'll have to take some getting used to. All right, so that's it for the rally phase. Let's go into the prep fire. Now, NVR is 5, so that is a fair amount of visibility that they'll have. We do have units here. I don't think I'm going to be doing any shooting. I have to start moving. I could shoot you guys. It is a bazooka, however, you're in a house, which means it'll have to pay the +2, 3 for the TEM, and at 3 hex range is already going to be a 7. So I don't think I'm firing any bazookas anytime soon. Let's go right to move. I think it's important for the airborne dudes to get up close. So let's start back here. Now, this guy is on a road, so he does not have to move or roll for the string die roll. He can move normally. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. No, wait. Narrow road, so I think you're 5 there. That should be good. You cannot CX because you already were, so you'll have to stay there. You're beside the road, so you don't have to roll for string either. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have CX'd them. All right, let's go into here and we'll do a late CX. In this location, we want to pick this up now. We could be shot with 6 firepower. There will be a +1 for night, +1 for orchard. And 1, 2, 3. If I move into this location, this guy here is going to activate as well, potentially. But I have to recover this weapon shoot. Now, all right, so let's move Lieutenant Winters forward. We're just going to assault move into W5. So first things first is we will fire these guys. Now, I could fire a 2 up 2 and a 4 up 2, or I could combine them for a 6 up 2. I think I'll do a 6 up 2. Seems a little bit better of a shot. And that's going to be a miss. All right, so you guys are first. And now we'll have to activate this guy because he's within 2. He'll be able to see. Activation check. We have a 2. Now, again, our AC is 2. However, he is in stone, which is a -1. There's no VPO, but it is a village map board, so that would be a +1 count. Either way, it's going to be enough to get an activation. All right, so it's going to be this 5. Now, if we look at our activation table for solitaire, we have a 5. Now, barring MSR, we do have a +1 on the A1 table, so this is actually going to be a 6, which means it's going to be a German squad. All right, the German squad is a 5. Now, I believe that's going to be a 468. So let me open up the tables. All right, we have a 5, so that is a 548. No modification for year. So it looks like we might have Fallschirmjäger in the area. 548 at any rate. All right, so let's bring that in. And you'll be going down there. All right, so we have a 548 that sprung up. So you're going to be on the 4 up 2. All right, so you missed as well. Now that only cost me 1. I should have rolled for string die roll. Let me do a movement die roll first. All right, so we did not get a colored 6 on the die, so we're fine. We do not have to take our string die roll. So you fired. I spent just one movement point right now into that location. Let's spend a second to pick this up. Now, I believe at nighttime, if I'm not mistaken, there is going to be a penalty, maybe a -1. Yes, there's a +1 to all recovery attempts. So unfortunately, the squad will not be able to pick it up. So I'm going to use Winters himself. And apparently we cannot pick up that counter. So that's just an assault move, which used up 2 moves. So I cannot move any further. Now you guys, you're beside a road, so I don't need to do a string die roll for you. I think I'm going to assault move into Y6. Which means you're going to be able to final fire. So that will be a 4 +1 for night. So we have an 8 on the 4, which will be a miss. You'll activate on a 2 again. So this is not going good. And remember, we had a +1. So +1, wow. That's a 3. Gives us 2 squads, a leader, fortification, and a support weapon. Oish. All right, so squad, we have a 7 and a 4. Looking at the table, 7 and a 4 is a 467 and a 658 SS. So we're not going to have any SS because we've already rolled for the units. Therefore, this is ineligible. So we're just going to have to re-roll it. And in the future, we'll not get any SS. So it's going to be 2 467s up on a first level. It's going to be a leader, which gives us a 8. Not too bad. 8 is an 8-0. The date, nothing matters for that. Units are regular, they're not elite, so it's just an 8-0. And are we fortified? Basically, a 4 or less means we're fortified. All right. Well, that just got a little bit more difficult. So we'll give him a ground level. And we'll give him a first level. All right, and then we have a support weapon. 6. 6 isn't probably good. 7, I believe, is nothing. Am I missing it? Oh, here we are. We are in 44. 6 is a heavy machine gun. Woof. All right. Shit just got serious. All right, you guys are going to be firing. That's going to be 8-15 on the 30 table with a +1. Ugh. All right. Good thing you got a leader. So 9 on the 30 will get us a 2MC, which you fail, but you don't ELR. All right, and that was a 4, so you're done shooting. You are first fired for now. All right, so you... If I move into the building, I will have eyes on the upper floor. I will not activate any further units, so let's do that. You cannot fire because this guy's closer. Now we'll do you. You guys do not have to do a string die roll because you're adjacent to a tree line. So you're 4 portage points. So you're going to be down to 3. So that'll be 2. Actually, it's been a while since I played night, even though I made a video. Does it cost more to move into that? Yes. For each concealment terrain's an extra +1. So you're out of move and you're moving into that location. I could late CX to here. And then I would be able to advance down there. However, I probably wouldn't have worked because a late CX will reduce your portage point capacity, meaning you would not be able to do that. So you're just going to have to suck it up, I guess. All right, you. I did forget to put residual fire down. Yep. I play too much single use. All right, so let me do a command die roll on the 9-1. Yeah. All right. It's very crucial what you just said. So let's back up. You're right. I should have done command die rolls for that. All right. So you guys are moving there. Thank you, Dave, for keeping me honest. You guys are back up here. All right, let's do this again from the movement phase. Now you need to make a command die roll. You are a crew, which is a +1, so you're good. So you can move as per normal. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the road bonus. You need to make a command die roll, which you do. Now this is a +3 building, which means I will not activate any units. So let's move into there. Assault move into the building. I don't think a 2 up 4 is going to work, so I'm not going to bother firing. And then we need you. I cannot believe I completely forgot about the command die rolls. Step away for a bit, and the world goes to shit. All right, so now we have Winters. Winters is in command. And we will do what we did before. Maybe we'll get lucky this time and pick that up. All right, we do, even with the +1. So we have a Delta. What is Delta? Delta is a bazooka. All right. Now we will do our defensive first fire. Command roll for the 447. No panic. And the 247, no panic. So they're going to fire group. And it will be a 6 up 2 shot. All right, so they panic. So the funnel fired. And now we have to roll for this guy activation. All right, rolled a 6. 6 is always nothing. Yeah, no, seriously, thank you for that. Hey, Wardrobe. It started, buddy. It started. Cheers to everybody watching tonight. So we have nobody there. That will cost us 2 move. Oh, there's concealment, so it actually would be 3 move to pick up the weapon. You were invisibility, so you can move normally. Do I want to use you as a bazooka crew? Or something else? I don't know. I could use him to scout and bust some concealment. That might not be a bad use for him. So that was a 6 down the 2, which because of cowering. And then because of the intervening orchards, it would be a 1 residual in that location. All right, so back to you. Let's go. You're next to tree line, so you don't need to roll for straying. So here we go here. That's cost us 2. I don't think it'd be worthwhile to, well, your final fired, so it doesn't matter. If I come to this location for 4, I think I'm going to need my counter. So we're going to move for 4. And now we can final protective fire if we pass a task check, which they do. So I could fire a 4+1 for night, risking breaking. Let me confirm whether or not that is a pass or whether or not they have to fail. I have a feeling if you fail, you would fire, but if you pass, you would probably have some kind of discipline and not fire. All right, so final protective fire. If they pass a normal task check, then they use FPF. See, I would have thought that would be flipped with any FFMO, NAM modifiers as task check dial modifier. So actually, I was wrong. This would be a -1 for non-assault, +1 for night, would be a net 0. They are going to be firing, so this will be a 4-0. All right, so they break. Not a great start for the Germans. And an 8 flat on the 4 will be no effect. Now you will activate. And we have a 3. You're in stone, and you are 1 higher than normal, so they don't have the generator. All right, so if you look at our little cumulative die roll, again, very handy solitaire ASL scenario 8 card if you want to play solitaire. Very handy to get this. I have no idea where I found it. I believe it was in Game Squad, but I have linked it into my OneDrive account, which I believe is in the description of, I think, the first video. All right, so we are in a VPO. Actually, no, that doesn't apply. We are in a stone. We are at a -1 for level, so it's going to be a total -2. However, it is a village, will be a +1. So that 3 will be enough to activate that unit, of which we add +1 to this is a 9. Now, if I remember correctly, 9 is going to be a squad. A full squad. All right, so what do we have? We have a 6. A 6 on the German type is a 467. And he will immediately fire. This will be on the 8 firepower. Non-assault -1 and knight +1 will cancel, so we'll be an 8 flat. Alrighty, so that's a 3. Yeah, that just happened. A 3 on the 8 is a K2. So you, my friend, are gone. Now, for campaign purposes, we also have to keep separate tallies. And because we rolled a K, this one is eliminated from the OB. And we did get a American sniper. So, sniper is cold. And we have a first fire on here, along with a 4 firepower residual and allocation. You're going to use this to assault move. You're going to final fire. That will be on the 4 again, +1 for knight. And that is a miss. Huge miss. So we have 2 residual in that location. Now I can move you. So this will be a +1 for knight, +2 for orchard. And if you look at our chart up here for activation purposes, a +1 within 4 hexes. So you guys here on the first level would not see. You maybe on the ground level. So if I move here, okay, first of all, I need to make a movement die roll. Yeah. Well, for a solitaire game, yeah. If it's broken, for example, if you have fate or you do a double break, then you're still retained in your unit because it doesn't replicate. It doesn't mean that you actually died. You just lost your senses. All right. I need a string die, movement die roll first. So no 6 on the colored die, so we're good. Excuse me. What's the best way to deal with this thing? I would have to pay 2 to move into this location. I'll try, buddy. I'll try. All right, so we have a 747 sitting in an orchard. You will not activate because of the orchard in season. You will not activate, so nothing will activate. If I move into Z6, that will be a -2 with a +1 for knight as this guy shoots down the road. 1, 2, and you would probably see as well. So I have a very good chance of activating 2 guys, and because they're on the first level, that's going to be a -2 for their activation. What else do we have? Might be a -3 activating within 2, however mitigated by a village. So yeah, it'll be a -2 for those 2 guys, meaning if I roll a 4 or less, we're going to have some activation. This guy's probably going to be effed up. Now, if I pop smoke there... No, I can't. We have gust. I can't use smoke grenades. I didn't do a command die roll for him. Maybe a moot point. All right, so he made his command die roll. Yeah, I want to move to Z6, but I'm really afraid because this guy on the ground level would have a -1. These 2 guys would have a -2 to their activation roll. On the other hand, if they activate, it will only be with a -1 only, I say. How many turns do we have? We have 8 turns possibly, and then we're on turn 3 right now. This one might be dicey. I haven't even got to these guys, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to be within 1. So wardrobe, when you, unless it's a KIA, close combat, K number, you'll get those guys back if you break. At the end of the mission, depending on if you win or lose, you'll have modifiers, but you'll have a chance to replace your lost units that were either KIA'd or CC'd or something like that. So there is a way to get back, but there also is, depending on the mission, there might be some things like SSRs that prevent refit phase in some cases. I'm just checking right now to make sure that's not the case. Oh, we do have civilian information in effect, which means if I roll a 4 on my wind change, I'll be able to do some interrogation. No refit allowed between mission 1 and 2, so there we go. Whatever I lose in this game, in this case, I've already lost a squad and a crew and a half squad. I will not get those guys back. So that's definitely going to suck. Back to my question, do I move into Z6 or not? No, I don't need to. I could fire 4 firepower with assault fire on a +4, which is not really going to be a shot worth taking. If, on the other hand, I move to Z7, which is an orchard hex, it would cost me 2. However, it would be moving in open would be canceled, so just non-assault is a -1. And a knight will be a +1. But I activate potentially another one. So it would be a net 0. I think I'm going to have to do it. All right, so we're going to move into Z7, which is an orchard hex. And so I'm going to start rolling activation for you guys first. Now you'll be a -1 for stone, -1 for level 1, -1 for having an enemy within, or a friendly unit within 2, +1 for village. So yeah, you'll be at a -2 for this guy. All right, I rolled a 1. That's activation. This is a +1. Now our 7 is always going to be nothing, so we kind of got lucky there. This guy here is no joy. Next up we'll do you. So Yen, you'll be at a -2. That is a 4 down 2 is 2, so it's going to be, this up 1 is an 8, which is a half squad. Now a 5, it should be a 5, 4, 8. Yes, so it's going to be a 5, 4, 8 half squad. So we do have a 2, 3, 8. Now normally he would fire, however, again, it's going to be a 2 flat. Yeah, let's do it. All right, 2 flat, so 10. Yeah, all right. So he's first fired, and we have a 1 residual in that location. And then we'll have to do you 1, 2, 3, 4. We are within 6 hexes with a final IFT of 0, which means you might, well, you two definitely. But I don't think you're going to be. Oh yeah, you are. All right. Let's start with you. -2. 6. 6 is always nothing. This guy here will be a -1 for stone, +1 for village, -1 for another enemy within 2. So total of -1. A 4 will not be sufficient. Now you will be the same. You'll be at a -1. So you are activated. 6 plus 1's a 7, which is always, of course, nothing. That worked out famously. Now I could, because it cost me 2 move, I could do a 1 flat, or I could just wait. I may as well. He's up by himself, so we'll do a 1 flat. All right, 7-0. All right, so that was 2. Everyone has final fired. Now I could be really ballsy and move to Y7. That would be adjacent to the upper level 467, who would have to take a task check to fire. And if he did, it would be a 4 down 1. Oh. All right, let's do a task check. And he failed, so he does not FPF, which means my guy is safe in the road. All right, you, again, because you're by a tree line, you don't have to do anything. However, you're only going to be able to move 1 hex because it will cost you that extra nighttime allotment. All right, moving down here, let's go this guy off board. Command die roll for him, so he's good. So it means he can move 1 hex. You guys here are panicked. This is where the low American morale for the units comes in. Like the crews are 126s, so you need 7s or less to be gain mobility. Let's do you. All right, so you're in command. You need to make a straight or moving die roll. Oh shit, we just rolled a 6. And we rolled a 5 on the white die, which I believe means that he is straying. Yeah, 5 or greater. 5 or 6 on the white die means that we're going to be straying. So now we have to make a roll. Color be direction, 1 for 3. So we're going to go this way for 1, 2. Now we cannot go any further because we don't have the move. Well, we could do a late CX. What are the exceptions for straying? Oh, it's not even a tree line. So if you're adjacent to a trench, bunker, road, path, gully, stream, riverbank, you do not have to make an illuminated, you don't have to make a moving die roll. All right, well, this kind of sucks because you're going to be going here and becoming CX'd in the process. All right, so back to you. Command die roll, you have command. Now you are concealed next to road, so no die roll for you. So this is going to cost you 3 move. And then you're going to have to roll for activation. This guy will be at a +3. And you have to be adjacent. So only you are activated, potentially. Stone is a -1. Village is a +1 cancel. So it's going to be a 2 or less. All right, so we're activated. This up 1 is a 10. 10 gets us 2 squads and a leader. Squad. 5 is a 548. This should be a 468. Yes. So we have a 548 and a 468 in that same location. All right, and a leader is a 7, which I believe is still an 8-0. 8-0, yep. Oh, wait, we have an elite unit. That is a -1. So now we actually have an 8-1 in that location. And they will immediately first fire with a total of 8 firepower, +3, down 1. So it's going to be +2 on the 8. Lovely. All right, so they are done. Now I could fire again. This would be on the 4 up 2, which I may as well do. All right, so they're done. Now here, this guy would be a 2 up 3. I don't think he's going to fire. Or at least I wouldn't fire him. I could fire group this 2 together. Let's do an action die roll for you. You're not panicked, and the 447 here is not panicked. So if I fire group, assuming I have LOS, which I do, this will be 4 have 4 concealment, 4 up 3. All right, one day these dice are going to change around, and it's going to really cost me. You command die roll. All right, so you're gonna go 1, 2. Do you want to do that? 2, 3, 4, 5. You would see up to L7. How am I gonna do this? I can go 1. This would be total of 4. I could CX, bypass K7, and come into L6. Which I think I'm going to do. All right, so you're going to CX at the beginning. You'll spend 6 move to come to that location. Now you are fine, so you're going to do that as well. That would be 1, 2. This would be 5. So you'd have to CX to come into here. But because of where you are, you'll be able to keep concealment and be CX'd. You here, we need to make this 9 for command die roll. Good thing he's a leader. All right, so he's in command, which means this guy will be able to move as well. I guess that would have been for you too. So here we have 1, 2, 3. This would be 6. Yeah, you'll come into there for 6. And you as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's going to be it for the move. This really sucked because M, I think, is a medium. Yeah, or heavy. It's a 50 cal, for Christ's sakes. In the middle of a low ground. So now we have to go back and get it. All right, that's it for move. Let's go to defensive fire, which there should not be any. We have a 4, 6, 7. You would be firing at a 4 up 3, so you're not going to bother firing. You'll stay concealed. And we'll go to advancing fire. All right. You guys advance fire with an 8. This would be 16. So let's go. Well, that would be up 3. Up 4 because of night. So if I fire together, it would be on the 16 plus 4. Yeah, we'll fire group. So 16 plus 4. That's good. 9 on the 16 should be a 1. 1 check. All right. So 1 check for the 4, 6, 7. And that will be ELR because they only have an ELR of 2. I guess we get rid of the def and the residual. Now, you guys on the ground, this would be 3.5, 4.5, rounded up to 5, so it would be on the 4, plus 5, down 1, plus 4. 4 up 4. I don't like the looks of that. I don't think that would be a good shot. Snake Eyes would get me an NMC. Yeah. So we're not going to bother shooting. Same with you. Not going to bother shooting. Here we... no, we're concealed. So we're going to stay like that. Alright, so that's going to be it for the advanced phase. Road phase. You'll have to move because you're adjacent. So you're going to low crawl... into here. Where'd they go? What did I do? What happened to that squad up there? Alright, let's get rid of the defensive. Let's get rid of residual. You guys fired a 16, which was a 5. Yeah, you broke. I don't know why I deleted you. I should not have deleted you. So if we go to route, you guys will exit the building to here. You guys stay up top. That's going to be it for the route phase. And now we go advanced phase. So let's move in. Um, Let's come to W6. This will activate this unit here. Minus 2, 3 for being another unit within 2. Plus 1 for village, so that will be an activation. This sub 1 is an 8, going to be a half squad. A half squad's going to be a 247. We'll conceal him for now. Other advances. How are we going to do this? You are not objective. You guys are. I must remove those units. So if I move into this location, we are not adjacent because of that row house, which means you guys will not be activated yet. This would be a +4, so you're not going to be activated yet. All right, I think that's all good. You guys are going to come to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are now within range. So you could fire mortars at that, which I think you're going to have to do. All right, so back to this location. Let's bring you back down into the low ground. No advance for off-board units. And you guys will all filter up 1. All right, so I think that'll be it for the American turn. No close combat. And we're into the German rally phase. So the pins come off. And we do have a self-rally. Now, where do I want to use it? One of these two. I think you'll be the bigger priority. So I need a 3 to rally, which I don't get. So you stay DM because of adjacency. And you guys as well. All right, other rallies. We have 2 crews for the Americans. So I need a 7 and a 7. 1, 2. So they're both back. And I don't think we have any... Oh, I never moved you. You panicked. That's right. What are we looking at now for points? So Germans have killed 3, including a 50 cal that landed off board unpossessed, so that kind of sucks. We have, because you were a 2, that's worth 1. That's 3 CVP for the Germans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus another 10 for adjacency to the crossroads. Is it crossroads or the actual 4 hexes? 1 VP for each enemy unbroken. Oh, all right. That's going to be everybody. We're looking at about 20 CVP now for the Germans. So I have to clear this village. I will get a half for each road hex, friendly controlled. Wow, it's going to be dicey. I don't know if we're going to make this one. Anyways, let's go to wind change, which we forgot to do. We have a 4, so gusts are no longer in effect. The wind ceases. And because it was a 4, even though interrogation is in effect, they're in a hostile, so no civilian interrogation this time. German prep fire. Now, what do we have? We have a 2. He has to fire by himself. So is this going to be a 4 plus 1 if he makes his action die roll, which he does not panic. So we're going to have a 4 up 1. That'll be a miss. This guy here, what's he doing? We have an 8. Now 8 for hold attitude is always going to be fire. Fire command. So he'll be firing as well a 4 up 1. Wow. All right. So that is a 5 on the 4. Should be a 1. 1 morale check for Lieutenant Winters. All right. So him is fine. Eliminates the 1 check. 747 is pinned. All right. So we're pinned. You've prepped. In this location, what are you guys going to do? You panic. All right. Panic is good. Means I cannot do anything. I will not shoot either, so we're just going to let that one sit. And then we have you here. 6. 6 is also fire command. Now a 2 up 4 is just not worthy, so I'm going to come downstairs. I'm going to move instead. So we'll set that up for the move phase. Nothing for you guys, and in this location here, we need an action here. Panic would be nice. No, so they're going to fire. And we will be at... it's part of the wind change die roll. So actually, they rolled a 4 that should have been an RE. Is it not in the thing? Yep. Keep me honest, Dave. Thank you. There is a German random event. Let's do this attack and then we'll see what it is. So this is going to be an 8 up 2, which will be a 5 on the 8 is a 1, 2 check. Oof. All right. Well, this guy's gone. Well, he's broken. And we also have a American sniper who is hot. Snipers are... No, they're not. If you have a enemy capture weapon, there's a modifier to the night rules for your fire. Sniper. Oh, man, I totally messed up. All right, snipers should be increased by 2 in a night scenario. Now, wow. Big Freddy on this one. There's no information negating that in the mission special rules, so we should be 6s. All right, that means that sniper never happened, so I'm going to have to fix this. So they should be, oh wait, 5s. So at nighttime, your SAN goes up by 2 from the listed one. So they should be 5s. All right, so we're good now. No sniper effect for you. What are you going to do? Oh, yeah, random event. We have a 36. 36 will get us flank attack. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a friendly board edge. We don't determine that until a die roll less than the current game turn is rolled. So if I roll Snake Eyes, then we have a friendly board edge, which I don't. So I believe in the spirit of the rules, I would randomize the location. German random event. Yeah, but you roll on the enemy RE. You don't roll on the German table. It's you only roll on the nationality table if it's friendly, if it's your side. It's always the enemy table for the enemy. So we have a suspect equal to die roll plus 4. So we're gonna have 10 suspects coming on. Now we're gonna go one up, or let's roll randomly. So north, east, south, and west. So it's going to be coming in from the east. We're going to have 10 suspects coming in from this side. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now the way we have to do this is going to be a dice to see which board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be this board down here. Next up will be the top board. And then we'll roll a d6 plus 2 to see where they actually come in. Top board, bottom board. This is random.org for all your dicing needs. 1, 6, 1, 6. What are the chances of this being a 1? Oh, let's use RS. A 5. Close enough. Wow. Alrighty, now we're going to do a d6 plus 2 to see where they come in. So we have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to come in on 6, 7, 4, 7, and 3. You guys here, we have another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to have to re-roll this 4 because you can only have 2 squads per. All right, so we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For 2, we have 4. And then we have 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. and 8. All right, and every turn we're going to have to roll to see if we get more random events. All right, so we're still in the prep fire. We have you guys with an action die roll, so that's a 9. 9 is a fire command, and you don't have any targets, so you're just going to hang out. You. That's entrenchment, but you're in a building, so you're going to fire. This would be a 4 up 3. Yeah, you're going to do this guy 4 up 3. You know what else I just realized, Dave? Oh my god, I'm so right out of her. When I rolled boxcars for Gus, I rolled a 6 on the colored die, which meant that the NVR actually changed. The NVR has actually been increased by a +1, so we're actually at a 6 now. Because I rolled boxcars. The wind change also acts as your night vision radius change, and which means it went up. All kinds of shit in the bed. So we had a +3 on the 5 is an 8. On the 4 is going to be a miss. And then we have you. That is a fire command of which you have none, so you're just going to hang out. And then we go to move. And we start coming on. So we said 3. Now you guys are just going to move directly across the board until such time as you're activated. So this will be 1. This will be 4, 5, 6. You're going to be 3, 6. This will be 1, 4, 5, 6. You guys will be going 3, 4, 5, 6. Dude, you got troops on your flank. You may want to do something. Now these 3 are going to keep walking until they get activated, and then they're going to assume the hold attitude. So this is really not what I wanted right now. Let's move the guys first, and then we'll deal with that guy. So you were 4. So this would be 3, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you have a move command. Let's see what it is for shits and giggles. We do this, so that's an 8. An 8 move command will get us if an LOS range in known good order, so move in location with higher TM. So I just more or less want to confirm you're basically going to come down to the ground level. And you'll hang out there. Now that's going to be it for the movement phase. So we can go into defensive fire. I mean, there's still star shells to be considered, but I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I want the knight on my side. I don't want that. On the other hand, if I launch a star shell over here, I might activate these guys in time to that they'll be less impactful. At any rate, back to the defensive fire phase. I'm not going to fire upstairs. I'm going to fire this guy. So let's get a command die roll from Winter. So Winter's in command again. And we will fire 14. So we'll be on the 12 plus 4. It's going to be a miss. 11 on the 12 is a miss. Yeah. All right, so you've done you guys here. Let's fire down here. Now I do have a bazooka. I should probably fire the bazooka down here. Pin fire is going to be +2. We're going to have a base 9, so that's going to be 7. TM will bring it down to 4. Night will bring it down to a 3. Yeah, not going to do that. So we're going to do the squad will be 12 firepower +3. All right, good thing we're not coward. So we have a 9 on the 12 as an NMC. So the unbroken half squad is Elard. And the broken squad is fine. Not going to bother firing. I don't want to activate more than I have to. I could fire this guy here if I make my command die roll a mortar. Now, this is going to be a +3 with an extra level. So it's going to be +4 on the TM, which is a 4 for the 60. Half of 8 is on the 4. 4 for the terrain effect. I'd have to get a critical or a really low IFT results. So I'm not going to bother firing. What do I have on here anyways? I could fire IR. I could fire IR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this direction. It would deviate randomly, but I have a very good chance of illuminating this area, which would activate them sooner rather than later. The thing with solitaire is the sooner you activate, usually the better it is for you because you can respond more quickly. Let's do a command die roll, see if it's even possible. All right, so you're in command. Let's do a IR shot right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on BB4. First things I need a usage die roll. Yeah, I have to make a die roll less than 4. All right, so I don't have IR, so never mind. I'm not out of IR, I just cannot fire it this time. So I'm done, and I have to roll to see if I break my mortar, which I don't. What else do we got to shoot? You're broken, so that's no good. This guy is CX, so it's going to be 6 plus 5 into that location. So he's not going to be shooting. Let's get a command. Okay, first of all, get rid of that. No, you'll just keep. I'm not going to bother rolling for you. You, however, I'm going to need a command die roll from. That way you can assemble the mortar, the gun. 5 portage points. 1, 2, advance. 1, 2, advance. I don't think I'm going to assemble it just yet. And you don't need to do anything. So that's going to be it for defensive fire. No advancing fire. We do have a 1 firepower shop, but we're not going to take it. And then we'll go into the route phase. Now, you guys will low crawl to V7. You guys are gone. Failure to route. Failure to route is not an option at night, however. I believe I'm going to have to advance into that location to take them out. routing. It never eliminated for failure to route. So they're going to stay DM'd in that location. I'm actually going to have to go up there and capture them. In terms of victory conditions, that will not count because they have to be good order. Here, you guys have to move. So this will be 3, and then back here for 6. Actually, no, you only go 1 hex. Always uses low curl, so you're only going to be going 1 hex. All right, so you're back here, and then we can get into the advance phase, which is going to see all of our suspects advance. So you'll be here, there, there. This guy will not be able to come up. It would be TI. It would be 6. It would be 8 move to move up here, so you can't do that. Because you count the hedge, you count 1 for the nighttime move in concealment terrain, and 2 for going uphill, then you double that. So, 6. Actually, it'll be 6. I mean, you could be TI. And counter exhausted. No, they don't. That doesn't apply to them. So they're unable to move. You here will go there. You go there, 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 and we'll be into turn 4 rally phase. Wind change. All right, no wind, no random event. We are a 4-5. Enemy is a 3-4. And no interrogation. So we just have normal rallies. All right, for you. Nope. You guys are fine for now. In this location, we have Germans who do not have any leaders, so you cannot rally. And then we will go into the... Why did those bounce like that? Yeah, something's going on with version 668. Does not like those counters. Either that or I messed up when I put them down. I'm gonna have to change between games. All right, so we're at turn 4. We have 4 more turns before possible game end. Nowhere near close to being done. Prep fire. You're already concealed. You would have gained concealment. No, you would not because of those guys. And you would not because of those guys. All right, so no concealment gain for the Germans. And we have prep fire. You're going to move. You guys are going to move. So let's do a command die roll for Winters. All right, so he's in command. And we're going to put a move on him. And we're going to put moves on you guys. No. We'll put a move on you. And this guy... Come on. This guy here is going to fire into this location. That will be a 6-up-4. Before we do that, do we want to do an IR? Yes. All right, so you need a command die roll, which you fail, so you're panicked. Never mind. Back to you. I could fire everything. Yeah, let's fire everything. All right, so this is going to be a 12 up 4. Cower, so it's going to be an 8 on the 8, which is an NMC. And those guys are fine. You are going to do what? What am I going to do with you? I cannot advance into there. Wrong. I could advance into there. I just have to shoot something first. Going to be half firepower. A 2 up 4 shot is just not going to do anything. So you're just going to have to hang out. But you're in command for now. You are in command as well. So let's put a move on you. What about you? Yep. You're moving. Everybody's moving. That's good. Down here, we need this guy to make his command die roll, which he does. All right. So you're in command, which means everybody can move. That's within 2. You are... You're panicked. All right, well, that's gone anyways. I guess I'm not going to get that 50 cal. You guys are going to move, and you are in command, so you're going to move as well. We have no other shooting. Let's go right to move. And we'll start with you guys. Let's go into here. Assault move into that location. You would need to take a string die roll to do that, so you're fine. Now you need an action die roll to do something. And you can fire a 4 up 3. Night doesn't apply in this case to the ground level. So 4 up 3 will be a miss. I could do a 2 up 3, but that's just not worthwhile. You. That would be 3. That would be 6. You would lose your concealment. And it would be a net +3, which means that you would still not activate those units. On the other hand, I can go 1, 2, 3. This is an Americanism. Normally they're 227s or 127s. Like that's a German crew, which has a normal morale, but for some reason they've penalized the Americans, which, I mean, this is supposed to be the freaking 101st, right? You think that they would be higher than 126s. Well, even the Marine's a 126. And of course, any of the minorities will, Allied and Axis minorities will always be 6s as well. But yeah, for Americans, that's kind of low for a crew. If I use the narrow streets, this would be 1. Now, I don't think I would get... How does that work with narrow streets? Last time I saw narrow streets, I was playing Count Griff Piper. All right, so terrain, village terrain. Yeah, that's why I figured one MP per hex site. It was just more or less the whether or not this unit here would see It can see this vertex, it can see this one, but it cannot see the intervening ones. So I guess it would be a question of bypass for snapshotting. You have to trace it to an entire hexide. All right, so they're not going to see it until I move closer. So I'm going to use you as a scout since you don't have your weapon anymore. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. This would be 4. At which point you would be able to activate. If you're in bypass, then you're going to be in one of these 2 buildings. So let's activate this guy here. He will be at a -1 for stone, 2 for level 1, and 3 for somebody within 2, +1 for being a village. So we'll be a net -2, 6. All right, so you're nothing. You'll be at -1 stone, +1 village, -1 for somebody within. So you need a 3 or less. All right, so you activated this. Up 1 is a 4, a 5, and a 5 will get us squad leader and a support weapon. Squad is a 9. Now that's probably going to be a 447. Yeah, 447. We have a leader, which is a 10. Nothing. And then a support weapon. A 5. Which would be an HMG. 5 and 44 is an LMG. So 447 with an LMG. All right, so you're going to be firing 6 firepower. There will be a -1 for non-assault, -1 for not moving it open, +1 for night. So 6 down 1. 5 on the 6 should be a 1. And you break. Now, so you first fired. You would not activate anymore because you're no longer a good order. Might have been a good move, I'm not sure. This guy here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by CXing. Let's move the guy off board. So he's only going to move 1 hex. And you are going to move CX. That would be 1 extra move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Advance. 5. Advance. Let's just not use CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the road bonus. You panicked because reasons. And back to here. Let's assault move into N5. You need a command dire roll to see if you don't panic, which you don't. All right, so you're going to first fire. This will be a total of 16 up 2. 12 on the 16 will be a miss. All right, so you first fired, and there will be 6 resid in that location. No, 8. Now I could fire an 8 up 2, which I may as well for final, subsequent first fire. That'll be a 10, so that'll miss as well. All right, that worked out pretty good. Now I could fire you guys. You're going to be a 4 up 3, so I'm not going to bother measuring that. This guy here will be a 4. If I fire group with you, there will be a total of 8 up 3, which I think is better. So you need to make a not panic roll. So you guys are fine. All right, now we're going to do 8 up 3 into that location. All right, so they're done too. Did we say it was squad or concealment? For each unbroken enemy unit suspect within 4. All right. I have to bust this concealment. So how am I going to do that? You've 3 hexes away. I could go... That would be 3. Or I could bypass for 1. Hedge for 2. This would be 5. I could CX and come into 07. Why would I do that, though? I could CX as well and go 2 or 1 into here. It would be 4 to crest this because of the extra concealment terrain. It will be a total of 5. Problem is, they're only crews. They really can't do anything except bust concealment. Draw fire, maybe. So let's go that. We'll CX. We'll go 1, and this will be 5. Now, you would be able to subsequent fire, which would be a 4. Halved would be 2. Plus 1 for night. Minus 1 for non-assault would cancel. So it would be a 2 flat. All right, you here. And I probably should have made a straying die roll as well. Oh, Jesus. Lucky they're elite. They only stray on a 5-6 on the white die. You... 1, 2, 3, 4 bypass. That would be 7. So 1, 2, 3, 6. So you're going to do that. You have to take a straying die roll, which you make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I move everybody into here, that would be 3. And then you. What am I going to do with you? That would be 2, 3, 4. I could charge right up the road, which would be stupid. I could dash across into this location. That would cost me 5 move. Advance. I would have to CX. So you're going to do that. You're going to dash across L7 into M8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 for NVR, which means you're well within range. So let's see if you panic. You don't. So you're going to fire 2 firepower. Minus 1. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. All right, so you're fine. You make it, and you are first fired. And, of course, that would be CX. All right, now that's going to be it for the movement phase. Let's go to defensive fire, which I don't think I have any. For the Germans. Again, a 2 up 4 is just not worth the effort. I could final fire 2 up 3. Yeah, all right, that's fine for that. Let's go to advancing fire phase, see if we can do some damage. Here we'll be firing an 8 adjacent upstairs. 8 up 2 because of winters. That's going to be a 6 on the 8, which will get me a NM's 1 check. Really? Oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to go in there and root him out. You could fire on the 4 up 4, but that's, again, not a good shot. Here, we're going to fire an 8 up 4. All right, well, yeah. Do I bother firing you guys? You have concealment, so probably not. You're a 1-2-6, so you can't fire, nor can you. That would be a 3 on the 2 table. No, it would be on the 4 table with a +5, so that's not going to happen. All right, route phase. Now, preps, resid, and def. You can't route. You're going to have to keep going, so you're going to come to this location here. And in this location, we're fine. So let's go to advanced phase. Now I'm going to come upstairs because I have to deal with this unit. You're going to come into W7. You guys will be upstairs as well. And you're going to enter this location too, which is probably suicidal. I have to do activations now. So first of all, you. Now you're going to be at a -1 for stone, 2 for adjacent enemy unit, +1 for village. So this is going to be nothing, which is good. Upstairs, so you're going to be at a -2, so you're activated. This up 1 is a 10. 10's going to get us 2 squads and a leader, not what we want to see. Squad. It looks like we have a 468 and a 467 and a 447. All right, so 467 and a 447. And we have a leader, which is a snake eyes. Yeah, well. All right, what does the snake eyes get us for leaders? Looks like we have a 10 too. That is really not what we wanted to see. I think I'm going to make this mission. You guys will be concealed for now. And this location here will be a 4. It also will be nothing. What else can we do? You're panicked. You here. That would be 10 to 7. They are lax, however, they have a -1 leader. I am a stealthy, so I would have a -1 for ambush purposes. So let's go in. We're not hand-to-hand, so we don't have to worry about that. You guys will all advance 1. Here, here, and here. You come down that way. No advance for you off board. Next turn, you'll be able to advance into A5 and enter the play. We have close combat. So up here, stealthy versus broken. So I should be at a total of -2 on my ambush die roll. Broken is a +1. Stealthy is a -1. So I'm only a -1. So attacker is a 1. Defender was a 6. So I do have ambush. 7 to 4, 4, 7, eh? 7 to 4 will be 1 to 3 to 2. 3 to 2 will get us a base 6. We have a -2 versus broken. I don't think I'm going to attempt to capture. I want to eliminate them. So I'm going to need an 8 with a -1 for ambush. So 9 or less to kill them. Well, I'm reaching for something here. I just rolled a 10. They have to withdraw, so they're going to withdraw for their attack. How does that work, withdrawal? If they withdraw, which they must do, that would be a further -2 against them. So actually, I would have killed them. What about night? What does it say about that? Yeah, so here we have a broken unit. I would have killed it because it would be forced to withdraw, which would give me a further -2, so my 10 would be sufficient. So you're going to be in the bin. Now, I don't get any CVP for kills. I just get CVP for the road. In this location here, again, we're going to be at a -1 and stealthy. So we'll be at a 2. We have a lax unit with a +1. They're at a 5, so we have ambush. We're going to be 8 to 2, so 4 to 1 odds. And with ambush and my leadership will give me an 11, anything but a 12. And he will be foobarred. In this location here, I'm stealthy, which is a -1. Gives me a 3. He's concealed with a -2, but he's lax, will be a +1. So a net -1. Right, so he's at 0, so he actually gets ambush on me. Now, a 2 to 7, I'm probably going to withdraw. 2 to 7 would be 1 to 4. I would need a 3. With ambush would get me a 4 or less, which doesn't make any sense. So I think I'm just going to withdraw into this location here. All right, moving down, we have this location here. So again, we have stealthy. We're at a 4. Lax and leadership will cancel, so they're flat. They're at a 4 as well, so there's not going to be any ambush. We'll stack the leader with the 548. So I'm going to go 7 to 6 or 7 to 4. 7 to 4 is 3 to 2 or 1 to 1. So I could get a 6, or I could be at a 5. Or I could be a 1 to 2 and get a 4. I'll take this 468, so I'll be at 3 to 2. All right, I needed 7 and I needed a 6, so I get nothing. And now we have 10 to 7, which will be 1 to 1 odds. So he needs a 5, however, he's got a -1 leader. All right, so we're stuck in melee. And that's going to be it for turn 4 Americans. Now we're into the German turn 4. Let me turn the light on. Now we can see. All right, pins come off. And we start with a wind change die roll. We have a 9. So no change to NVR, wind, or interrogation. Now we do rallies. So we have one self rally. So we're going to do this guy here. He needed a 3, so he doesn't get it. Let's get rid of the DM. Let's keep the DM. We can go into the building. And that is it for the Americans. So the for the Germans. Americans, we have a 7 here. So he needs a 3. And this guy here needs a 7. Really? All right. Did I forget to move this guy last time? I forgot to move him last time. Damn it. Oh, no, he panicked. All right, okay. So that's gone. All right, pins are gone. We're going to keep that DM. This DM comes off, and everything else is fine. Let's go right into the German prep fire. The first thing we have to do is, because of our reinforcements for the Germans, we have to see if we get more. Now we were 36, which means we need to die roll 3 or less, so we get more reinforcements equal to a die roll entering the enemy board edge. All right, so we have an 11. Oh, time to run, boys. Time to run. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wind. Yeah, I did the wind. It was a 9. So there's no RE or wind change or NVR. So we got 11 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so same things. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so we have board number 3, board number 3, 1, 3. No, wait, that's 2. 3, 2, 1, 2, 2. There, and we should have one more. Board 1. All right, now we do a d6 plus 2 to see where they come in. 1, 2, 3. So we have one guy in 4, one guy's in 8, and the other one's in 7. Same thing here. We have 4 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'll be right back, guys. I think I need a refresher here. All right, I feel better already. All right, so we have a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 3. We have a 4. And then a 6. All right, here we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, okay. So we're going to have 2 on 3. 1 on 4, 1 on 5, and 1 on 7. This is looking dire for the Germans. It can swing your true. I mean, what I have to do is I have to secure this road. And every hex I get a half victory point. So I have 3 turns. Well, 4 turns to get a fair bit of real estate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, maybe get 20, which would be 10 CVP. I don't know, man. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. Prep fire. You'll unload downstairs if you make your command die roll. All right, you rolled a 9, so you don't panic. That's fine. You'll prep fire, and you have a -2 leader. So it's going to be 16 up 1. 10 on the 16 is probably going to be a 1-track. Oh, NMC. Huzzah, we live. All right. You. Now that is a fire command, but again, you've only got 4 firepower with a +4. I don't see that being worthwhile. You, on the other hand, are a move command. All right, so you're going to move. We're going to put you on op fire. No? No, we'll keep your concealment because I think you're going to advance in and tie them up. I don't know if that'll work or not, but in this location here, that is a fire command again, a 4 up 3. Okay. 6 on the 4 is going to be a NMC. Jesus. All right. You know what's missing? We need night. Let's turn the night on. In this location, we got a firefight going, so you could fire a 4 up. No, that would be halved. Or I could fire on you to keep you DM'd. I think I'm going to do that. You're going to be a 4 up 3. 7 on the 4 is a pending task check. You don't cower, which means that you would be able to DM those guys there. You're going to fire adjacent. Oh, you panicked, so never mind. Which is great. And now we do move. Do I want to do a star shell just to illuminate these guys sooner? No. Let's let them go. Okay, so you're going to start moving. You're going to go 1. You'll go up here for 3, 4, 5, and you'll have to stop. You are going to go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to go 3, 6. You're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me move this guy first. You're going to be sitting here. You are going to go 1, 4, 5, 6. At this point, you're going to be taken on hold attitude after you activate. All right, so we have a 2 for activation. This is going to be -1 is a 4. And a 4 will get us squad leader, fortification, and a support weapon. Now, fortification means smoke. So there's a possibility they might drop a smoke grenade. Squad leader, fortification, and support weapon. So, squad's going to be a 10. What's the 10 get you? 447. So they don't have smoke. And a leader is a 7. Gets us a 8-0, and then a support weapon is a 5. 5 is going to get us a LMG. So we have an 8-0 and a LMG. All right, so command Dyro for the 9-1. He's in command. So you're going to first fire. You're going to be on the 12. -1 non-assault, +1 night. So 12 flat. 7 on the 12. 7 on the 12 is a 1 check. So the 8-0 is pinned. The 447 is ELR'd. And probably no point for resid, but we'll put a 6 residual in that location. Now you guys here are going to go, so 1 for the hedge, 3 for the orchard, doubled is 6, so this will be 6. That's where you're going to have to stop. You here will go 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to have to stop because you can't make it. Wait, you'd be seen by this guy, wouldn't you? You're still in the low ground. These guys would be seen by this guy here, so they're going to have to roll for activation. All right, so the first guy is activated. The second guy is activated. 1, 2. We have a 10 and an 8. 10 and an 8. So we're going to have a combined 2 squads, a half squad, and a leader. All right, squad, squad, half squad, and a leader. What does that get us? 7, 11, 4, 3, 6, a 4, 6, 7, a 4, 3, 6, and a 2, 4, 7. And a 2, 4, 7 half squad. Now we need a leader. We have a conscript, so I think it only applies if everything is conscript. All right, so no modifier to this. We have a snake eyes, which is a 10 too. All righty then. So that just happened. All right, command die roll for you. You are panicked because you're only a crew. So you can't even fire your mortar at those guys. Here we're going to go 1, 3, 4. So you're going to have to stop. You're going to go 3, 6. You'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll have to stop. Here you're going to go 1, 4, 5, 6. Let's move the guys on the board first. Now we have NVR 6. Range 9. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to see these guys. All right, so you'll be 2, 3, 4. You have to stop because it's going to cost another 4 to go into that next hex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll have to stop. You guys will be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. You'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, or 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. This will be 3, 4, 5. You have to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll have to stop there. I'm lucky there's all these -1 depressions because it is really slowing them down, trying to get to me. All right, so that is the suspects. Let's move this guy here. Now you're going to just move 1 hex into that location. You're going to attempt to fire, unless you panic, in which case you're going to final protective fire. You're going to be on the 8. 8 up 4 with a morale check, which you just broke. Not looking good. Not at all. All right, that's it for move. Let's do defensive fire. You guys here. Let's fire 6 up 3 into that location. 9 on the 6 will be a miss. You could final fire. So that'll be on the 6 up 1. All right, well. In this location here, you'll keep your concealment. You're going to jump into hand-to-hand. This guy's going to need a 2 up 4, so he's not going to bother. This guy here, however, so let's get a command die roll for him. All right, you're in command. Barker command across the street. So you're going to be on the 6 up 5. That is a Hail Mary. And that'll be it for that. Let's go to advancing fire. And we'll fire this guy here. This will be 6 up 4. That is the allied sniper and a miss. We got a sniper. 1 for 1. 1 for 1. Now, these are ineligible sniper target locations. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so you're going to be landing on this stack here. Although I could land on the sniper, actually. I guess that would be the closest target, would be the sniper. So you're going to be decreased by 1. Oh, wait. So this is actually going to be a 4. All right, you are increased. You're going to be increased to 4. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be a 2. This would be a 1. That would be on the 3 table. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would bring it up to the 4 table with a -1. Four with a -1. 5 on the 4 is going to be a 1 check. And you break. Well, on the plus side, you're no longer panicked. Yeah, this mission is a big fat Freddy. No targets for you. Let's go to the route phase. Germans got to keep moving here. You have to move into the bottom floor. You guys will have to move. Do I break the leader? I think I'll break the leader. Get rid of the residual. You're going to low crawl back 1 hex. Head to AA6. You're going to have to drop your mortar, I guess. Now, these guys are all hold attitude, so let's mark that. And you guys as well. You guys are fine. All right, let's go to the German advance. How do you want to do this now? Oh wait, you guys gotta move too. So you're gonna come here, which means you guys will now move. Let's move everybody. They'll move into the ground floor. I guess we can get rid of the preps now. And you here, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna hang out. I'll come back and move the yellows in a second. You guys are kind of screwed, so let's bring you into this location. No, you'll stay there. That's fine. All right, so now we can move the suspects. You'll come to there, you'll go to there. Now, you will not be able to enter that location. You will be able to enter this one. That would cost you 2, 3, so you're fine. You could not enter. That would be 6. You can't enter that location. All right, you 8, 7. This would be a total of 4. Oh wait, no, I'm 5. So this would be 1 here, and you're here. All right, so that's going to be turn 4. Now we're into turn 5. Oh, wait, close combat. We do have close combat still in the shape of this one right here. No results. So we have 10 to 7, which is going to be, again, 1 to 1. So I need a 5 with a -1 leader. So I kill the 747. 747 is going to be going 1 to 1 against the leader in the 548. So I need a 5. No joy. All right, so clone. You go to the casualty bin. You get killed, and therefore you are ineligible to come back next turn. Concealment. So I guess you'd be concealed. Everybody's concealed there. You have to stay like that. You guys would be concealed as well. And we're into the American turn 5. I tell you, it's not looking good. Uh, hmm. I haven't even controlled these streets yet. Hmm. I think in order to save my company, I'm going to have to do a withdrawal. Right now, these guys are surrounded. Winters and company are surrounded in that building. The flank over here is gone. And this guy is just roaming around like an idiot. This is the only thing that's making any kind of progress, but I now have to worry about this coming on board. I'm gonna have to think about this one there, guys. I can't see how this is gonna turn into even a draw. It's gonna be a complete and utter wipe. First mission is going to be a loss. There's no way I can fight all this, clear a road, and hope to win. Right now we're at 5-4 in terms of why is that 4? That should only be 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-3. I don't know why it says 4, but that should only be 3. 5-3, and they're going to get all the VP for hanging around the road. If this squad had been able to hold on, maybe I could contest that, but he's either going to get killed in the next combat or he's going to have to escape. Yeah, I'm going to think about that one. It's been a couple hours anyways, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are of this one. This one is a tough one. The board configuration is not optimal. And having this reinforcement show up is just made it unwinnable, I think. And the fact that they come on dispersed in the first place, I cannot do a concerted effort into any one of these locations. So I think I'm going to have to call this one a loss. The question is do I replay this and start from scratch, or do I start off with the first mission as a loss? Now, that's going to impact me in a couple of ways while we're chatting here. One is my best rated leaders, so Winters and or Meehan, will have to take a loss. And I'm also losing 1.5 squads and a crew, which I cannot do a refit in because of the mission MSR. So for the second mission, I'm going to be down a squad and a half and a crew. My 9-1 will be an 8-1. And I'm not going to get anything else. Rough one. Very rough one. And I think I also lost a weapon off board. Oh yeah, it's in the casualty bin box. I also lost a 50 cal and a bazooka, which I will not be able to get back in the next game. Replay it. Yeah. I don't even know what the next mission is, to be honest. This is my first time playing Band of Brothers, even though I've had it for like 10 years, the rules. You're gonna get me killed. This one, yeah, that one we're gonna do in the future. I'm gonna redo this one. Yeah. Yeah, just a bad round for the first one. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate all the input. Dave, thanks for keeping me honest and a lot of the rules I forgot. Really appreciate the you guys coming by, because it does motivate me to keep doing this. And we're gonna do this again. Not sure when. Maybe I'll do it Sunday. What do you guys feel? A Saturday stream or a Sunday stream? Which would you prefer to see a replay of this one? The boards are going to get re-rolled as well. I'm going to do completely from scratch. As a matter of fact, I'll do the mission setup. So if you've never seen this mission set up, then I can do that for you. But what do you guys think? Maybe I'll put a poll up on the channel. Saturday or a Sunday day-long stream. See if I can fit in the whole mission in one go, which is going to be good. Sunday, which is going to be good because next week will be the 80th anniversary, right? Yeah, next Thursday it will be the 80th anniversary of this event too. So, but I'll put a poll up. You guys can decide there, and we'll do it either Saturday or Sunday, and I'll try and fit in the complete mission. Stuart, you're good for any day? Okay.